Hi, welcome to Yoga Megan. Today we're going to focus on the core and a little bit on the back and strengthening the muscles of both. So grab a mat, grab a pillow or a meditation cushion if you have one. And if you have a few blocks or would like something to assist you, grab that as well. See you on the mat. All right, so let's just start taking a few deep breaths just to kind of connect our mind and our body. So sitting nice and tall, anchoring the tailbone long, crown of the head reaching the ceiling and the broad, collarbones broad or wide. Breathe in, kind of engaging the lower abdominal muscles. Fill up with air as much as you possibly can. And then exhale, let it melt out your nose. And let it take the tension away with it. Inhale, breathe, and fill up with air as much as possible. And exhale, let everything just melt out the nose. If you'd like to close your eyes here, that'll help you focus on the breath in the body a little more. Instead of getting distracted from the world around you, and release out. Let's go into some neck rolls. The reverse of the back. And around. Let's do one more time around. And the other side. Ooh, a little tension spot there. And head back to center. Shoulder rolls back. And forward. And let's go over to your side and side bend. Open up, arm towards the ceiling, hips down. Reach and stretch the other side. Just open. Just kind of flowing back and forth. And switch. And switch. Let's do a little twist for the back. So take the left arm to the outside of the right knee and the right hand behind the right hip. Inhale, lift. Exhale, twist. Inhale, lift. And exhale, twist. Other side, switch. Left or right hand to the outside of the left knee. Inhale, lift. And twist. Lift. Twist. One more breath. And come on back to center. Let's take the cushion or the pillow or whatever you're sitting on away. And come on back to the mat. So, let's start on our hands and knees. So hands and knees, fingertips spread nice and wide, nice big jazz hands, right underneath your shoulders, and the knees right underneath the hips. Let's just circle around a little bit. And reverse. All right, so let's start with a couple of cat-cows. So inhaling, sinking the chest, lifting the breastbones, widening the hip bones, breathe in, look up. Really sink that breastbone down, stretch in between the shoulders. Belly button to the spine, round the back, and then try and get space between each vertebrae here. Big inhale, drink the air in through your nose. And exhale, let it nice and easy flow out of the nose. One more. Exhale. We're going to start to warm up the tummy. So taking that, we're going to start with tiger pose. So taking the right or the left foot, whichever foot you prefer, we're going to do both sides. So try and keep the hip point parallel to the floor. And you do this by keeping that sole of the foot parallel to the ceiling. So inhale the leg up so that the knee and the hip are in the same plane. Look forward, and then exhale the knee to the nose. Inhale up 10 times. Exhale in. Inhale up. 4. Exhale as you come in. 9, 10, and take the foot back. Just press back to a little easy child's pose for a little break. Other side. Opposite foot, sole of the foot parallel to the ceiling, knee and the hip in the same plane. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, knee to the nose. Inhale up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Press back to that gentle child's pose, just easy. You can do knees together or knees apart, whichever float your fancy, whatever your body feels like it needs today. And come on back. Okay, next thing's next. So, hips and knees, knees underneath hips, hands underneath shoulders. Reach that left foot back, pigeon to the foot slightly so that, again, the hip point stays parallel to the floor and doesn't open up to the side, but it stays parallel to the floor. Reach through the heel, lift the foot off the ground, and then lift the opposite arm. Take a few breaths here. Scoop that belly up towards the spine. Keep a micro bend in the elbow, and exhaling in, elbow to knee, inhaling out. 10 times. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Take that left foot down and open up to the side. And just give a little stretch. Move your wrist if you need to. Shoulders open and come back. Other side. So the opposite foot, I did my left, so now my right foot is straight back. Heel is pressing back, foot is slightly pigeon-toed, left arm up. Hold and breathe, belly button to the spine. Elbow to knee, 10 times. Exhale, inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I'm cracking over here. 7, 8, 9, 10. And then take that right foot down, left hand down, and right arm up. Stretching out that right side. Pinky toe on the right foot to the floor. Move your wrist if you need to. Relax the shoulders. And come back down. Okay. Next little version. Oh, my hair's looking adorable today. All right, next little asana size for your belly and your back. Okay. So this one, we're going to take your legs straight back. And we're going to turn the foot so that the inside of the foot is parallel to the floor. So your hip point is now facing this side, right? You're going to draw the knee in the same plane as the hip towards the shoulder. Extend the leg out and then press the heel back. We do that 5 times. So knee to the shoulder, extend straight out, press back. 2. Shoulder, extend out, squeeze back. 3, try and keep the foot lifted. 4, try not to let it dip here, but kind of lift it, press it back. 4, and then 5. Squeeze back and lower. Press the hips. So if you adjusted your left foot, take the hips to the outside of the left feet, or left foot, and just stretch the other side. Okay, opposite side. I'm going to switch so you can see me on this side. Extend that foot back, in this case my right, so hip point is down,
here, sorry. And then the hip point opens as you take the foot to the side. Drawing the knee towards the shoulder, extend out and squeeze back. 2, out, squeeze. 3, out, squeeze. 4, out, squeeze. Last one, out, squeeze. And lower down. I'm gonna stay here. Draw your hips towards the outside of your right foot or whichever leg you were just activating. Just a little stretch there. I'm gonna stay here just for visualization purposes, but you can switch to the other side. So you're gonna take one leg back, opposite arm forward, right? And reach through the heel. The hip point is parallel to the floor at this point. But now we're going to open up the hip point and take that foot straight to the side. Scoop the belly in, breathe. And then front and back. And open up. So take that hand down, foot down, reach up, and lift up, open. If you're able to, grab that ankle and kick it back. That's just going to open up that hip flexor if there's any tension in it. And release. I'm cracking like crazy. Okay, other side. I'm switching just so I can see you and you can see me. Opposite leg back, opposite arm out, hold, and then now take it to the side. Breathe. Scoop that belly in. And come down, foot down, hand down, open up, modified side plank with the knee on the floor. And then grab that foot and press it back if you can, just to open up that hip flexor. Side bow. Open and close the jaw. Make sure it's not holding any tension. All right. Back to center. Back to hands and knees. Okay. Now we're going to tuck the toes, and we're just going to let the knees hover off the floor for a few inches, okay? So really scoop that belly up into the spine, right? And let the knees come off the ground. Hold and breathe. Squeeze the shoulders towards each other, pointer, finger knuckle into the floor. And then drop the knees down. Let's come back and lift up. So just fingertips to the floor, lift the chest, widen the collarbones. Shoulder to the ear, shoulder to the ear. One more time, shoulder to the ear. Doesn't matter which side, we're gonna do both. And then the other side. All right, hands on the floor, tuck the knees. Same thing, hover. And press back to downward dog. Now if you need to adjust your hands and feet, go right ahead. Make sure the shoulders are wide and pulling back, pulling your hips back towards the wall behind you. Inhale, exhale, hover in all fours, knees off the floor. Press back, downward dog. Inhale and come into all fours, knees a few inches off the ground. Press back, downward dog. One more. Knees a few inches off the ground. And press back. Feet together. You're going to take the right leg up to the sky and reach the heel back, shoulders towards each other. Open up the hip and take that right foot to your left butt cheek, right knee towards the ceiling, breathe. Shoulders down, the back and towards each other. Now straighten that leg out again, and we're going to take the right knee to left elbow and send it back out. 2 more times, right knee to left elbow and send it back. 1 more, elbow, and then straighten out the leg if you're able to. If you're not, just drop the knee to the floor. Okay, so if you're dropping the knee to the floor, you just drop the knee to the floor and take the left arm up. If you're straightening the foot out, come onto the side, pinky side of the foot, straighten the leg, and open up. Inhale down and up. Inhale, reach through and up. 1 more. Inhale, reach and lift. Hands down, take that leg straight back and back to downward dog. Let's give yourself a break here. Knees to the floor, come up on the knees, fingertips to the floor, chest lifted, tailbone long, collarbones wide. Breathe. And if you want to take ear to shoulder, go right ahead. All right, other side. So come back to downward dog. Sending that left leg back, shoulders towards each other down the back. Bend the knee, knee to the ceiling, foot towards the opposite butt cheek, breathe. Shoulders are still going down the back. Take the knee to the opposite elbow, right elbow, and press back straight. Three-legged dog. Elbow to knee, press back, three-legged dog. Elbow to knee, hold, and then send that foot through or come down under the knee, open up. Reach through and lift. 2, lift, 3, lift and come back. Send that foot three-legged dog and come down into a child's pose. Take a little break. All right, coming on to forearm plank. So, coming on to forearm plank, step the feet back, reach through the heels. Again, we're gonna hover the knees a few inches off the ground, send the heels back. Hover, send the heels back. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then press back to a child's pose. Just release. It's great to work these muscles in a more active way, in little, I call them yoga size postures, where you're doing exercise combining with the asanas with the yoga postures. But it's also important to release so that you don't create more tension in the body. So after you do something, or if you're feeling the body start to tense up in places that are not the muscles you're working, or cramping or getting too tense in the muscles you are working, take a break. Child's pose is a great place to come and just release during that time period. All right, let's come on back to the forearms. Come on back to the plank, forearm plank, and we're gonna dip the right knee towards the center, but keep it off the floor. Back to straight legged. Left knee towards the center, but keep it off the floor. So you're just kind of really dipping the hips from side to side. Just a few more on each side. And then drop the knees, press back, child's pose, release. All right, so we're gonna revisit that, my hair is all over the place. Revisit that foot little thing we did at the beginning with the foot, knee coming to the shoulder, kicking out to the side and squeezing back. But this time we're gonna do it, oh, my hair is like crazy. We're gonna do it on forearms. So, and if you wanna do it full plank, you can. So here are your options. Let's start in full plank, and I'll show you the option for forearm in a second. So full plank, inside the foot, parallel to the floor, knee to the shoulder, squeeze or extend out, squeeze back. Okay, and then we'll do 5 on each side. Here's your forearm version. If you don't want to hold plank, again, knee to the shoulders, extend out to the side, squeeze back. Okay, I'm actually going to do straight up, and I'm going to do the other side for a second. All right, full plank. I'll do one this way and one another way. All right, elbow, knee to the elbow, extend out to the side, squeeze back. Knee to the elbow, extend out to the side, squeeze. 3 more. Extend, squeeze. 2, extend, squeeze. Last one. Knee, extend, squeeze. Bend the knees. Let's come up for a modified camel pose, reaching the fingertips to the floor, lifting the breastbone, tailbone long, breathe. And then other side. I'm just going to demonstrate now on the forearms because I did full plank before. Okay. In your plank, take your knee to the shoulder or elbow, extend out and squeeze. Shoulder, extend, squeeze. 3, 4, and 5. Lower the hips to the floor. Shoulders, elbows underneath the shoulders, palms facing down. Squeeze the shoulders onto the back, lift the breastbone, relax the bottom. This is Sphinx pose, and it's great for releasing any upper back tension or abdominal tension, actually. All right, hands by the side. Let's actually take the palms up, arms by the side. We're going to do 3 baby cobras. So toes together, on the floor, toenails on the floor, knees are off the floor, and the bottom is as relaxed as possible, taut but not tight. Palms facing up, shoulders squeeze towards each other in the back, crown of the head lifts, come up as high as you can, relax the bottom, squeeze those shoulders towards each other. Exhale, slowly come down, chin, nose, forehead. And do it again. Forehead, nose, chin, just gently brush the floor. Crown of the head lifts up. Fingertips are reaching towards the feet and shoulders are squeezing towards each other. Slowly come down, chin, nose, forehead. And one more time. Forehead, nose, chin. Stand out, lift the knees. Shoulders towards each other, fingertips towards the feet, crown of the head long, just like a few feet or about 1.5 feet in front of you, and then come back down, chin, nose, forehead. Heels in, toes out, cross the arms and hands on the shoulders for crocodile pose, forehead to the hands. And switch to cross the arms. And let's come back. So we're going to take the arms in cactus pose so that the elbows are right in alignment with the shoulders and the palms are near towards the head. Okay, so you're making like an L shape or a U shape with your upper body. We're going to lift the legs off the floor, lift the arms up, and then squeeze the elbows towards the tailbone. Breathe through the root, crown of the head long. And let's come cheek to the floor this time, release. And one more time. Hands in cactus pose, lift the legs, lift the arms, squeeze the elbows towards the tailbone, fingertips, or fingers spread wide. Crown of the head long. And before we come down, we're going to extend the arms out, squeeze the elbows back. Extend the arms out, squeeze the elbows back. 2 more. Extend out, squeeze, and 1 more. Squeeze, opposite cheek to the floor, relax down. Hands underneath the shoulders, press back into a child's pose. We're going to take a little pause here. And then come up to a seated position. So when we're working the abdominals, which we do in a lot of poses in yoga naturally without having to put any focus on them, we're using the abdominals for a lot of the postures, especially the balance postures. But we tend to focus on When we're focusing on the abdominals, we focus on the abdominals without thinking of the back. And the two of them work together to strengthen. So those last few postures are really great back strengtheners and for the whole back. And they will help, in turn, your abdominals get strong as well. All right, so this next one, I'm going to preface by saying, it is not the goal you're working towards, it is the working towards the goal. The goal is the reward for the work, right? Meaning, if this is something, and I can always do this better too, but if this is a posture that you're like, I can't even do that, doesn't matter, just try. The effort of trying, you're going to work the muscles, you're going to get the benefits of the actual posture. The visual at the end, that's just icing. The real work is in the trying. So, having said that, let's do this. I'm going to give you some modifications too. First modification is just legs like this. Just nice and easy cross legs. If you can see my legs. Just regular cross legs, okay? And you're just going to do, what we're going to do is put our hands by the side and press the hands into the ground, kind of as if you were dancing when you're being lifted and when you dance. You want to tighten the body and make it taut so that it's easier to lift. You want to do that with your lower body here too, okay? Because we're going to lift the low body. So pressing the hands into the ground, you're going to flex the feet and flex the legs, squeeze them together, and then lift, okay? The idea is to try and get the feet off the ground. So you're going to push down and lift. We're going to do that 5 times. Now, if you're able to, either do Ardha or full Yoga Mudra. So you take the one foot up at the top of the thigh, there's a little divot there, the foot will sit nicely. Flex the foot so it stays. And then the other side, right? It's easier if you can do this. I know it sounds ridiculous, but it's easier to lift the legs if you can do the full Yoga Mudra. If you can't, it doesn't matter. You're still working the muscles. You're still getting the benefits. So pressing into the floor, lift 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And sometimes it helps to have a block here too. It gives you a little leverage and makes it easier to push. Okay, unwind, unravel. If you did either way, you're crossing your legs if you're doing Yoga Mudra or not, let's switch it up. So cross the opposite way. And usually one side is a little more tight than the other one side. It's easier to do than the other. Ready? Lifting up 1, 2, 3, 4. This looks a lot fancier than it is. And 5. And then especially when I have to come up. Like this. Unwind. Shake your legs out. Lean back. Lift the chest out. So hands behind your back, lift the chest, breathe in, and then we're going to exhale and just come on over. Hang, 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 hang. Passive pose. So just reaching the chest towards the feet and letting the body just hang over. Let breath and gravity help release you to the floor and release any tension in your body. Slowly ragdoll roll up. Let your hands take a little pit stop on top of your knees. Just rest your hands on your knees, nice and easy, and reach out of the crown of the head. Sit bones into the floor. Close your eyes. And then come into a nice, easy cross-legged pose. So yoga, and we're going to twist over to your left hand on the outside of the right knee. Nope, right hand on the outside of the left knee. Inhale, lift and twist back. Inhale, lift, twist. One more. Switch the other side. So yoga is about cultivating awareness, right? Inhale, lift and twist. Lift, twist, lift, and twist. It's also about helping you cultivate awareness and cultivate your focus. So by working on the asanas and getting the body nice and strong, and then releasing the body of the tension. So we have strength without tension. Then your mind is more available. So your mind becomes strong in order to focus. It doesn't have a lot of distractors like tension and pain and weakness, right, in the body. So now that we feel nice and strong and hopefully relaxed a little bit, we're going to close our eyes and just take a few moments to focus on the breath. Give the mind a job. Inhaling on a 5 count, exhaling on a 10, if that's available. If not, whatever is available to you, exhaling twice as long as you inhale. Nice and tall, full, fluid breaths. Quiet breaths. See how full you're breathing. And just notice if your mind wanders. If it does, just make note of it and focus back on your breath. Cultivating awareness internally, that will help you cultivate awareness externally. Create consistency within to find consistency without. Slowly open your eyes. Thank you for practicing with me today. Namaste.